What is going on, my peoples, and my plant people? So we made it to the weekend. We made it. We did it. How we feeling? Okay. I'm feeling good myself. I am. I got a pretty good one for you. About 7 months ago, as you kind of already see, PlantLifeLex was selling the different like boxes, propagation boxes and stuff like that. And I took it upon myself to try to take it up to the next level. And I pretty much made like a terrarium out of it or whatnot. And I'm kind of excited because she got them back. So I want to actually buy another one and do a whole nother set with you guys because I love it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm looking at it right now and I'm excited that I can actually show you guys what it's looking like 7 months later, okay? And this box has went through a couple different transitions, and I'm just pretty much excited to pretty much show you guys what I got going on. So without further ado, here we go. So this is my box, and as you see, it is moist, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start from this actual light. So I have it just kind of like on this little panel, and then I wanted to make sure that it had some good light over top of it, and I couldn't really figure out how to do it. So I got this Hiro board, H-I-R-O, and it's pretty. It's a pretty good light or whatnot. And it looks really good on the stand. Of course, I can, you know, obviously like move this around and something like that to get the light configured to where it is. I will say, with this foam right here, the light beating down of it, it did make it brown. So as you kind of see in the video, as you will see in the video, it's like browning on the other side, but that's totally fine with me because it kind of goes with the ambiance and kind of look of it and stuff like that. So I actually like that. And then of course I got my Spider-Man up there. If you guys know me, I love me some Spider-Man, you feel me? So in this box, it's pretty much not sealed, but it brings up a lot of humidity in there. And because there are so many plants and I spray in here or whatnot, it stays probably 100% moist, I would just assume, if nothing else, right? So in this box, I really wanted a lot of plants that were like silver or white or whatnot. So that's what I was kind of going for with this one. Now the next one may be something different, okay? But you guys will see that one in the future. I'm planning it out so that I can, you know, objectively get, you know, some different type of plants or something like that, okay? So I may go for like another color or something like that, okay? Now, when you are doing this terrarium, some things that I learned, okay? Obviously, you don't want to put any plants that's going to outgrow it because you typically don't want to mess up the environment, right? So in the sense of kind of like a allocation, right? So unless it's like an allocation, like a bambino type of some sort like that, you probably don't want to put it in there, right? Because ideally you're going to take it out, maybe put it in. But if you're using this for the sense of propagating, you might want to, okay? That's one thing that I learned. Another thing is a lot of these trailing plants, though I don't have to do it right now, I know I'm going to have to cut it back, okay? So if you're looking to kind of fill it up, I would say get some different pothos or epiprenums or something like that. Or I got some Scandapsus in here. If you can kind of see right here, I got some Scandapsus in there. So I think that is really good. Now I have me pretty much like a forest mix or a chunky mix down at the bottom, which we will see, right? And in that, I also bought myself, and I actually found some different insects and stuff like that, like the like the different springtails and like the little roly-polies and stuff like that. So I have that down in the substrate. The reason that I have that is because it creates its own ecosystem. So if I put something down there like dead leaves or something like that, or if dead leaf happen to get down there, then you know, they'll go ahead and they'll munch on it, then pretty much poop it out, bring fertilizer there, so I don't have to fertilize this, which is really cool. Another thing is I actually feed the springtails. So sometimes I'll have like fruit or like salad that I just have like in my refrigerator or something like that. Typically I probably don't even have that much. So I know I have like a bowl right now with like maybe like 2 or 3 pineapples. I actually put the pineapples in there so that the roly-polies can eat it. It probably takes them maybe a week, if that, or whatnot. And I suppose that probably keeps them full for a good little time or whatnot. You can do anything like some spinach or something like that. Typically it'll break down in here and then they'll break it down. And of course their poop will then become fertilizer. So it's not like I have to like search through and try to figure out like poop or something like that, you know what I mean? But it brings the fertilizer in here. Like I said, I do spray in here sometimes. Like I'll just kind of mist or whatnot. Because I have seen it get dry before, especially when the door isn't all the way shut. If it's like propped open a little bit, then it will get a little dry. It takes a little minute, but it can do that. Okay, so I'm just trying to think of a couple different things that I like figured out. And I'm sure as I'm kind of showing it, you will see exactly what I see. Okay, so I'm gonna open it this way, but I'm also probably gonna turn it around and then show you that way. Okay, so magnets on top of, magnets on the doors or whatnot. One thing you kind of want to do, maybe spray something on it, or put like a kind of like a little slick corrosion preventative on there. Typically what I'll do is just kind of go through and just kind of scratch off the corrosion if it happens, because remember, this is metal unprotected. I don't know if it's like coated heavily, but I know I do see like some corrosion on there, so that's one thing. Okay, and if you want to learn how to build it, like I said, 7 months ago I created it or whatnot, so I won't kind of go too much in depth on it, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so now in this one right here, right, like I said, so I have the foam on the sides. I have my bottom substrate here. What I did was get a couple twigs and stuff like that from outside, because buying twigs and stuff like that, like, you can really find that stuff outside, and if it has like bugs in there, it's okay. Okay, because ideally they'll pretty much survive in here just like they will survive out there. There's pretty much kind of no difference really, except that this stuff here is a lot more lush, I would say, you know what I mean? Like these, obviously these probably plants maybe don't even go together and stuff like that, but I'm actually loving it. So I guess right now what I will do is pretty much kind of turn you around, and I'll actually show you kind of what that looks like on the inside, and I'll talk to you from behind the camera. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is her in her entirety. Is that a word? I'm gonna make it a word. This is her in her entirety. Okay, so I'll start at the bottom. So I believe that this little plant right here, even though it is not, like I said, variegated or have like a yellow, not a yellow, but a white or something like that, it was just something that I had and I put it in there. So this right here is either like a, what is it, like a Dark Lord or something like that, or some type of philodendron, but it's actually growing pretty well, as you can kind of see. I'll try to zoom in a little bit so that you can see that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but when it get bigger, this is definitely one of those things that I was kind of like forewarning about, that, you know, this is going to get big and I'm probably going to have to take it out. But for right now, I'm just going to kind of keep it in there, because obviously you can see these leaves are getting a lot bigger or whatnot. So of course one day I'm gonna have to take it out, but it's actually looking good. If you can kind of see the substrate, you may see some springtails, and springtails are just like really small insects. I bought mine from off of, I believe it was Amazon, maybe less than 20 bucks if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you may see one, maybe you won't, I'm not exactly sure. But in this mix right here, like I said, I got some, obviously you see like some charcoal, you see some, what is that, like some fir bark, you see some cocoa husk in there. So didn't take too much really. And I would suggest something like this right here. I don't know about maybe putting leca in there. Like you maybe can mix leca in there or whatnot. I see like some perlite in there or something like that. So a nice little forest kind of mix, little chunky mix, and it seems to be pretty good. It sustains its water retentiveness or whatnot. Look, one of them bugs and ate my dang on leaves. That's crazy. Usually I will put like a fruit or something on the side right here. So I believe I put it in there like last month or something, so I'll have to go ahead and replace that. I got some more like pineapple like chunks or something like that. So like I said, I just put different like wood pieces in there, just kind of like little small ones so the buds can kind of grow up on and stuff like that, and it makes it look very natural, I feel like, you know. This right here is pretty much like sheet moss or whatnot. Once I layered the foam, I put the sheet moss down. One thing I think I would change is kind of backing or cutting down this sheet moss right now, but I won't do it right now. If I could have made it a little bit thinner, like the the foam, and then layer it down, I think I have just a little bit more room. But as I have it right now, I won't change it. I'll just learn for the next time. So some other plants that I got in here are some Scandapsus, and they're actually looking really, really beautiful. And they're actually climbing along here. I know I got like a little metal piece right there, but as you can see, the aerial root did take place, and I would imagine that right there's probably gonna be another one. And this is pretty moist in itself. So this beautiful Scandapsus pretty much is one of the first things that you see trying to kind of like grow out of here, which is going to be really amazing. I have another one down here, which I'm sure is going to be growing pretty soon. So that's pretty exciting for me. And that silvery type of flash on it is what made me choose to put this one in here, and I absolutely love it in here. It definitely gives it a nice little flash, especially when you like back up and you see that that kind of like little shine or whatnot. And we got a nice little new leaf in here. One thing I haven't worried about in here is leaves getting stuck. So that's a little word to the wise, you know what I'm saying? Also in here, I have some Brentianums, right? So that nice like silvery look. As you see that they are more than likely about to start climbing, because I see like the leaves getting a little bit bigger. I definitely think that that's going to take a nice little look. I mean, a nice little, yeah, it's going to be a nice little look once it actually kind of grows up there. And it's pretty cool because like this right here kind of took up this area. Then there's another little plant back there, which we'll talk about. And then this nice little Brentianum is probably going to take up this space, as well as the Scandapsus that's going up there. I can't remember exactly what this one is. I think that this one is, I don't want to say the basic one, but the normal Scandapsus or whatnot. Yeah, I don't think it's like a Silver Hero or a Cloud or something like that. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. You remember, you guys, I'm just getting into the Scandapsus or whatnot, so I apologize for that or whatnot. So let me see over here. I think I just do like some scraps of plants or something like that back there, just to see if like it would grow or whatnot. But as you kind of see, there is an orchid in here. Oh, sorry. There's a orchid in here. I like that it has like a little silver flash right there. Of course, it got a little red in there, so it kind of blends in pretty well. So the orchid seems to be doing pretty well. This is definitely one of the original plants that I put in there. This philodendron right here is the original plant. I think I later put this one in here. This Scandapsus or whatnot. And obviously you see that there's one leaf on here. But I did start it off on one leaf, and then it just started pretty much to grow. So I do got that. And then of course I have some more Brentianum over here on this side right here. And as you see, I got my little Spider-Man. It's kind of giving a nice little jungle vibe, right? So in here, as you kind of see these like little red things right here, these are, it's gonna come to me, Okay, these are Salmonella or whatnot. They're not maybe doing the best that they can. They're still moist, so I imagine that they're not dead. But this one is actually doing pretty well or whatnot. So it looks like it's still growing out, but that's gonna look really, really great. Sometimes these things have a blue hue to them. So I think that it's gonna poke out really well. I don't think I've seen like a albino one of these right here. If you have seen one of those, that'd be great if you threw it in a comment, because maybe I overlooked it or something like that. And I would love to get that in this box here. But as you see right now, this Saginella is doing pretty well right now. So let me see. In the back, like I said, got some Brentianum is really growing. You can see those area roots are poking, and you know it's real good when it got 4 of them or more. And as you kind of see, still growing up. Look like there is a new leaf right there, and these things are, I probably can go ahead and like cut this back really. Like, look at all that. Wow, look at that. That's crazy, right? I probably can like maybe braid this back. Let me see. Yeah, it got a little, yeah, look at that. That new leaf is gorgeous. Look at that, that's so gorgeous. Yeah, that's fire. And then got a new leaf right there coming out the back side. So she is looking gorgeous. So wet and stuff like that, it's crazy. So I think what I may do is probably braid this down or like pin this down and then allow it to climb right back up. But right now, it's definitely giving that jungle feel, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to move it because I got another plant in there. So what I did do midway up, I believe this is the Enjoy, the Pothos Enjoy. So it did get a little burnt in here. So that light is pretty powerful, especially on this Enjoy and whatnot. So as you kind of see, I put it kind of halfway and then it's starting to grow up there. And as you see right here, it's growing up. So let me see. So they're like growing all on the top, whatnot. If I kind of look down on it, it's very moist and a little dirty in there, but the Enjoys got a little yellow hue to them, a little white hue to them, but they are growing. More than likely, I should probably cut it and restart it, maybe put it along this way and then let it grow up. And I think that would be pretty sick. But like, look at this. That's so cool, ain't it? All right. And then in here, I got an air plant. And you know what's so amazing? So with air plants, you typically have to dunk them in water for like 15 minutes at a time. You definitely don't want to go over 15 minutes. And the reason that you don't want to go over 15 minutes, it will start to melt. Okay, where like the layers start falling off or whatnot. I have never had to take this out since I transplanted it in here. And it is growing really wild, actually, And then if you look up here, it got a nice like little sunburn. I would imagine that in there, and I did have to like pin it in there, but it probably has some like roots in there if they grow area roots, I would imagine. But this thing is flourishing. Let me see if I can try to get to the middle of it. Yeah, look at those new leaves coming out. So it is pretty dope having this in there. I know that it's not silver, but I bought one of these right here from, oh man, it's an Atlanta shop here. If I remember the name, then I'll go ahead and I'll put it on the screen. And more than likely, they're probably down. I think it's Plant Daddy's ATL. Plant Daddy's ATL, that's what it is. So I got this from Plant Daddy's ATL and I transplanted it in here because I don't believe that this was the original in here, but I just put it in there just to see like if it would grow or whatnot, and it's growing. And like I said, usually you have to take these things out and dunk them in water for about 15 minutes, no more than 15 minutes, even maybe about 10 minutes or whatnot, because anything other than that, then it's gonna really die on you. So this is her in all her glory. Let me go and just kind of explore it, because she is looking beautiful. Like I said, this right here, the sheet moss is really good, and sheet moss of course is alive. You can see it's green and well. Some of it is browning, but it still, you know, wants that water and it starts to hydrate a lot more. Of course, it's gonna turn alive and stuff like that. So it is doing really well in here. I love the Scandapsus. If I can find something else that is silver that won't get big too fast, kind of like maybe like some pipers will probably be good in here. I would imagine that I'm not exactly sure what else would be good in here. I know something like a Syngonium would probably not be good, because Syngonium probably get big really quickly, so you don't want that in here. No Rhaphidophorus, because Rhaphidophorus get big like really quick. I can't really think of an Anthurium that would probably fit in here, because I would imagine that, you know, Anthuriums get pretty big pretty quickly. But if you have something that you think should fit in here, I think that'd be pretty cool if you go ahead and throw it down in the box, right? Even like I'm thinking like a bakery eye or something like that. But I think a bakery eye may get too big, maybe not quickly, but once they really get that humidity and start popping, I think it'll definitely be something that you gotta transplant out of here. But this is my box. If you get a chance to go on PlantLifeLex, definitely check this out. This is definitely something cool that you can do. And it sits pretty much in like a darker corner, and because I have the light, it is one of the last things to actually cut off in my plant room. So it's one of the last things that I see. So it is on pretty much, I think, about 12 hours a day. So that's pretty exciting. Whenever I get to see this or whatnot, I get very excited. I'm more than likely go ahead and put another pineapple in there, just for those little insects. Usually they are nocturnal, so they're not really gonna, you know, be moving around. Maybe if I like move some of the soil or something like that, but I don't want to interrupt them, you know what I mean? So this is my rendition of PlantLifeLex's what do they call it? PlantLifeLex acrylic box. Yeah, there we go. So definitely go ahead and get you a box. Be very creative, and if you do, man, send it to me on Instagram. I would love to share it with Lex. I would love to share it with the community. I think that would be really amazing. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I would absolutely love that if you guys did. Even if you don't do something as creative as this, let me see your different boxes, like your plant boxes, and I would love to showcase them on my next video. You know what else would be good in here? If I put some what are those things called? Cebu blue in here. I might put some Cebu blue in there. I know I got some cuttings or whatnot. I'll probably fill up the Cebu blue over here. How nice would that be? Because it got that little silver sheen. You guys gave me an idea. Okay, so I'm gonna get some Cebu blue in there. But yeah. So I would love to thank you guys for sticking around and checking out this video and hanging out with your boy a little bit. I hope you love my acrylic box, like I said, by PlantLifeLex. Information will be down in the description. I'm going to get me another one. So soon but soon, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to decorate another one of these right here. And I would love to get a suggestion of how you think I should decorate it. Should I do like another, should I do like all white? Maybe I should do like a yellow. Maybe I should do all kind of trailing. I would love a suggestion, okay? And yeah, y'all have a really good weekend. Don't let these people stress you out. It ain't that deep, you know what I'm saying? Move on, go ahead and pray, get your exercise in, get you something good to eat, and enjoy your time. And I'll see you on the next one. As always, love, peace, and plants.